With me in the studio is former President, Igbo Youth Congress and Chief Executive Officer, Young Igbo Empowerment Foundation, Bright Ezeocha. Bright, it's nice to have you join us on the bright side this morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Best,
all right. I believe you have you saw that video and also have followed up on developments that led to that. I wonder what came to your mind when you saw that video and reaction from the people, and especially what they were saying.
Honestly speaking, I personally condemn the action of the IPOB members. They don't need to go that extent. It's a shame. But then, one will have to ask a question, how have we degenerated into this level? Those who claim to be our political leaders seems not to be representing us at all. Go down to the southeast. There's no presence of the federal government in the southeast. There's no road, no lights, no security. People are being killed every now and then. Armed robber everywhere. If you have your own house, there's no way you have to arrange for private security. The governors that are over there are not helping matters.
Yeah. But aren't all the same challenges faced in the south-south, faced in the southwest, faced in the north-central, faced in the northeast, and even in the
No, no, you can't compare the situation in the southeast with other geopolitical zones in Nigeria.
Why not?
I must be honest with you. You need to travel to the southeast and see what is happening there.
I've been to the south
in the recent time, from Enugu on Oka on Onosha Road, it's not motorable. Owerri to Onosha Owerri Road is not motorable. Enugu to Umuahia Road is not motorable. There's nowhere in the east that you have access road, and yet we have those that say they are representing us. We have those that call themselves political leaders. It's just in recent time we understand that a particular governor in the southeast awarded contract of almost 40 billion naira to non-existing companies.
Exactly.
In a state where people are suffering.
We expect the young people who knew that to take it up in the appropriate channel. And if that is not happening, certainly, if like you said, if it is true or anything to go by, we expect that the governor or the former governor, whoever is responsible, should have been held to account. And not was the federal government responsible for that?
The problem is this.
Yes.
The states have exposed a massive fraud, corruption. Have anything been done about it? Because it belongs to the ruling class. It belongs to those who want to continue to subjugate the Igbo to perpetual penuries. We only witness presence of the federal government in the southeast when the election is coming. That's when you see their presence. They will militarize the zone. It's like, you see, let me tell you something. Let me tell you what happened in Germany. I wasn't there, but I know exactly what happened. There are like you beat a child and prevent a child from crying. The accumulated anger is what they demonstrated in Germany. Because as far as Germany is concerned, there's no law, there's no punishment for someone that threw egg on somebody.
All right.
So,
but that's a violent assault. Would you recommend the prosecution?
I don't think there's any law in Germany that will prosecute those people that threw eggs on him.
All right. We have to leave it here now. Bright Ezeocha, thank you very much for coming on the program. Thank you. Right.
With me in the studio now is former President, Igbo Youth Congress. He's also the Chief Executive Officer, Young Igbo Empowerment Foundation, Bright Ezeocha. Good morning. Welcome to TVC Breakfast. That seemed rather painful to watch, and there's been a loud condemnation over that incident. What's your reaction?
What took place in Germany was highly condemnable, but I feel strongly that should serve as a lesson to political leaders from the South and those who aspire to lead the zone. It's no longer going to be business as usual. People must also realize that one day, those that aspire to lead, will call them to account for their leadership style. If you are willing to lead the people, you must be able to defend them and probably think more of Igbos, not being the first to first condemn them, like what happened before IPOB was categorized as a terrorist group. It was the Southeast leaders, including the senators.
Hold on a second. How do you see Senator Ike Ekweremadu? He's not a first-timer in the Senate now. Are you saying categorically now that Senator Ekweremadu deserved that treatment he got from his kinsmen?
No, he did not. But at the same time, we must also realize that those you aspire to lead will also hold you accountable to every action you took in the time of leadership. During the proscription of IPOB, those senators and all the Southeast governors were the first to come out to proscribe them. But we are today seeing more deadly groups in the North. Northern leaders have come out to proscribe them in order to enable the government to terrorize them.
If you're talking about IMN, IMN has also received condemnation from various quarters, and IMN also stands proscribed.
What I'm saying is this. IPOB is not an armed group. They are just a civil society group or ethnic agitation.
The Shiites will tell you that they are not violent.
They are not violent. I agree. The Shiites are not violent.
So why is IPOB exhibiting violence in this case?
No. They say it's what took place in Germany. Highly condemnable. But it's a normal way of demonstration in Germany.
Demonstrating? How is that normal?
No, I witnessed it in Germany before. You're a black man coming out from a store. You see a white girl try to display her hatred for you, throwing egg on you. The police really stopped them. So what happened in Germany was a main demonstration.
That is an alleged racism now, if I understand the scenario you have just painted.
Yes.
So how does that explain what happened? I mean, this is Germany, where one would expect is civilized. We've even heard reports that some of the alleged perpetrators are going to be deported and will land in the country any moment from now. How has this helped IPOB's? How has this helped those you never arrested? How has this helped IPOB's cause now?
No, what
has this gained more sympathy?
I'm not supporting their action. Let's get it right. I'm not supporting their action. But the leadership style of the Southeast political leaders, are highly condemnable. They are not there for the people. They are not protecting the people. And they are not doing anything to ameliorate the suffering of the people of the Southeast. So this should be a lesson to them that you're not just elected to go and fetch for your pocket and for your family, but they should be able to begin to think, how do they help to develop the Southeast? If we are saying that we are marginalized in Nigeria as a state, what about those who are leading the Southeast? If we can be able to harness the resources that are coming to the Southeast, both from the Senate to the House of Reps, to the governors, to the local government, and the councillors, if we're able to harness the resources that are coming to the Southeast, we will not be having what we are having today.
Bright Ezeocha, you would agree with me that Bright Ezeocha, you would agree with me that, of course, the situation has taken another turn. I hope IPOB is mindful of the consequences of its actions. We thank you very much for your points on TVC Breakfast.
You're welcome.
Now, with me in the studio is the former president, Igbo Youth Congress, and Chief Executive Officer, Young Igbo Empowerment Foundation, Bright Ezeocha. It's nice to have you join me right now.
Thank you.
Now, we hear the latest development is the leader of the proscribed IPOB, or IPOB as it is called, Nnamdi Kanu, calling on anyone who has knowledge of the itinerary of leaders from the Southeast anywhere in the world to bring it forth, and they'll get a reward of 1 million naira. What do you make of this?
It's just unfortunate. I must advise that they stop this madness. It's not going to help us as a people. It's not going to advance our cause. But I also want to advise the political leaders to try as much as possible to listen to those that they are assumed that elected them, whether they actually elected them or not. But they should listen to them and look for a way to have a town hall meeting. The Igbos are known for a town hall meeting, a village square gathering where people can air their views. And those who are assumed to be their leaders.
In the 21st century, do you think that it will be feasible or likely that the village square kind of gathering can still happen?
Town hall meeting is still possible at this point in time.
Right.
There's need for the Ohanese, the political leaders, and those that are assumed to be leading to come together to chart a way forward, chart a way to develop our land. We must not wait for federal government to do everything for us. There's need for those who are occupying position in the Southeast to sacrifice little to save the people. There's so much hunger in the land. There's so much insecurity in the Southeast. How have they tried to tackle these issues? Instead of concentrate on their personal interests, their personal gains. Being elected doesn't mean that people are elected to go there and fetch for yourself and your family. Those who elected them, whether they collected money from them before they voted for them or not. It's not only in the Southeast that people collect money to vote for people.
Yeah.
They should also begin to think.
Do you think this issue is peculiar to the East? Because Nigerians in the Southwest, South, all parts of the country are also complaining of the same thing.
Yeah, it is not. But then at the same time, the Southeast one is worst.
What makes it worse?
I'm telling you, in my village where I come from in Imbudi, we don't have any what I say workable health center where you can take your people to. The few hospitals we have there, they are quack.
Yeah, but is the same thing if you go to Ainu in Benue State? It's the same thing if you go to Madagali?
Do you know in 2017, I traveled to Owerri. I was sick right there in Owerri. I have to enter the next available flight back to Lagos. So be able to access better medical care. Rather than allowing somebody to be, or having fever, somebody be treating me for headache. So and there's no road. There's no security anywhere. As you and I talk today, my community now, we're organizing private security people that will secure the community. Because we don't have lights. The little lights we have, we're trying to say, okay, can we buy a transformer on our own? Things that are supposed to be provided for us by the government. We don't want to provide it to ourselves.
That is even happening in the cost
we can't even provide it. We can't even provide these things except we put in place a workable security outfit. Because if you provide it today, the next day these boys will cut it away.
All right, you see now, and that's not the government. Okay.
It still boils down to government insensibility to the plight of the people.
All right, Bright is your child. Thank you so much for your insight into this. Thank you very much. Right.